Please disregard.
I'm gonna need a we're gonna go ahead and select that too. Okay.
I attempted an but I am.
Remain calm. There's no reason to suspect whatever it is hostile.
Aye.
You're human.
Hello. Wait, what are you? Oh, we're human from the planet Earth in the Sol system. Yeah. Now, of course I'm human. I take it you're expecting something else?
It's just that we weren't expecting to find life, let alone human life out here. We thought we were the only ones to leave Earth.
Imagine being cut off from humankind for that long. How terribly frightening that would be.
Perhaps we should greet our guests.
Of course. Manners. I'm Captain Diana Brackenridge. This is Security Officer Bomani Reader.
All
This
right.
is Dr. Mabuti da Costa, one of our elders.
A pleasure to meet you.
Bomani gives me weird vibes, but just the way he like stared us down, Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, what is this ship?
You've come aboard the Earth colony ship, Constant. Generations ago, we set forth from the planet Earth with the mission of colonizing a new habitable world in the spirit of our ancestors nearly a millennium ago.
A millennium? It hasn't been... Well, okay, alright. Well, okay, fair enough. It hasn't been a millennium since they left Earth. They're just saying like, oh, our colonizing ancestors from a millennia ago. It's like, fair, got it. Well, look, I'm Jade, I'm here to help.
I see. As you may have presumed, we're in a bit of a bind. Our ship has finally completed its near 200-year journey from Earth, only to find our new home seemingly colonized by, well, we don't know.
Other humans.
Communications haven't been successful, so your arrival is fortuitous. Perhaps you'd be willing to act as a middle person between ourselves and the others.
Yeesh. Okay. Yeah. So I guess they, if there's a big trope in sci-fi where, a ship leaves Earth or whatever, goes off to colonize, and then by the time they get there, they find, that everybody else who had advanced has already beaten them there, or like intercepts them on the way there because of their that technology advance. So that's this. And that's unlucky. I'm wondering if this is going to have like a plot twist in this, because really? 200 years? Y'all didn't fucking know anything was going on?
Yes. Well...
Your communications didn't work. Why's
I'm
that?
not entirely sure. Our engineers believe it's possible our technology just isn't compatible with theirs. All we hear when using them to communicate with anyone is a bunch of disturbing noise. It gave me the heebie-jeebies at first.
Our bad. I bad. Okay. Well, how did you all survive for 200 years?
Well, the short answer is, we didn't. It's a generation ship, which is to say that most of us lived long, happy lives on board and passed our mission down to our children. It was never intended that the original crew would make it to our destination. The goal was always the preservation of the human race above all else. Though, it would seem that was perhaps a bit presumptuous.
Yeah, it's rough. Ooh, it is bad. Incredible, 200 years? How did it take you so long to get here?
Ah, your question confirms one of our recent theories. It would seem that some form of faster-than-light travel or space-bending technology was invented during our long journey. That would explain why we would find people this far out into space. I guess technology leapfrogged us at some point. Interesting.
Yeah, by like
I can
100
only
years.
imagine that our predecessors didn't believe the technology would ever work, and so they made the decision to leave when they did.
Well, you know about the people on the surface?
We do. Well, sort of. We saw structures using our surveying equipment. We've also seen the various ships pass us by. Some even seemed to want to communicate, but couldn't. Of course, we had no idea that they were being piloted by other humans.
Yeah, you're really weirding the people out around here, but, yeah. I'd love to know more, but maybe we should get away from this airlock first.
Oh yes, of course. Where are my manners? Now then, please follow me. There's much to discuss first. We'll speak more on the matter once we reach the bridge. Dr. DaCosta, you may return to your quarters if you wish.
Thank you, Captain.
I will follow you to the bridge, ma'am, for security purposes.
I do not believe we have need to fear our guest, but I'll allow it if you insist.
Alright.
Welcome to the Earth colony ship Constant. In the early 2100s, my ancestor, Rupert Brackenridge, researched a number of scientific scenarios: climate change, asteroid impact, nuclear war, global pandemic, and more. Each scenario showed the likelihood of an extinction-level event to be within 50 years. He fully believed Earth was destined to be rendered uninhabitable. We've always assumed that's what happened.
Wow.
So, he gathered the best and brightest he could find, built the Constant, and set a course for this planet here. We were told that it was the largest, most advanced ship ever constructed on Earth at the time. If you can believe, entire generations have been born, lived, and died on this ship.
I can believe it.
It really goes to show that there are no limits to human ingenuity and perseverance.
I wish you walked at the same fucking speed as me, though. God damn it.
Stay out of trouble.
Whoa. Now that's a cool control room. That's a NASA level kind of control room they've got here. How long does, I need to check something. How long does this power last? Feels relevant to have it last a while, right? It doesn't fucking tell us. Okay, that's
amazing.
It's annoying.
Let's talk.
I have to say, with technology this outdated, I'm amazed this vessel is able to navigate at all. It's almost like walking through a museum.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. Okay, so that lasts like 30 seconds. Or, well, maybe like 20, 30 seconds or so. And then obviously, if you start a conversation with it active, it lasts the whole conversation. Fuck it, we're gonna just keep popping it every time we're in a combo.
Now that you're here, I can finally give my crew a chance at a new life.
How long have you been captain?
I think I'm coming up on 6 years now. I was only a teenager when my father died, passing command of the ship to me, as is tradition.
Yeesh.
Because of that, I've had to sort of learn as I go along, instead of taking years of study and apprenticeship under the prior captain. I think some people on the ship resent me for not having the level of experience as my predecessors. But at the same time, without my command, we likely wouldn't have made it here so quickly.
Why? Why is that? You turn on the fucking nitro? We gotta go a little bit faster? How's your crew holding up?
A bit frazzled, as you can imagine. People are anxious about discovering that we're not alone, and also worried about what will come to pass. While we hope we can work out a deal with the people on the surface, they seem reluctant to reach out, so there's no telling what will come of that. I do know that we can't afford to stay here in orbit forever. The ship was built to sustain us for many years with backup provisions just in case, but even that will come to an end eventually.
Yeah, well, the good news for you is that humanity has advanced by so much, you're gonna have the pick of the fucking systems, really. It'll be a little bit weird for a little bit as you guys get used to things, but you've got fully working colonies all over the goddamn place, and like habitable worlds, a dozen. Is it difficult being captain for a colony ship?
Difficult is the wrong word. It can be both challenging at times and also exciting. Our mission was to rebuild humanity on a distant world, believing that we were Earth's last hope. To think that while there has always been a Brackenridge in the captain's chair, that I am the one to finally oversee our journey's end is truly exhilarating. But with this stumbling block in our path, at this final moment, I fear tough choices will need to be made.
Well, look, I'm here to help.
Do you have more to say? Well, as I mentioned, we've been unsuccessful in communications with anyone up until you arrived, though not for lack of trying. But since you're asking, maybe you'd be willing to be a sort of diplomat between us and them as we attempt to resolve our situation. Does that sound agreeable to you?
Yeah, I used to be a diplomat, so it works out. I'll help. Just tell me what you need me to do.
We know there's a settlement on the planet below, meaning people were here before us. You see, we intended to settle here, but we assumed that they intend to defend their claim given their presence here. We'd like you to go speak to them on our behalf and help us negotiate a solution, preferably one that favors us.
Okay, I'll try, but diplomacy may require compromise.
Yes, of course. But we need to start from a firm position and state our goal. If need be, we can compromise, work out a mutually beneficial deal or some such, but initially I'd like you to be firm with them and convince them to leave the planet to us. Let me know how they respond, and we'll go from there. You're
They have probably lived here for longer than you have been alive. There's no fucking way that I would even try to convince. I don't even want to. Jesus Lord. Look, why don't you just settle on the other side of it?
We thought about it, but it simply won't do. I need to think about the distant future of our people. Sure, our first settlement may be small, but our predecessors dreamt of our new civilization spreading across the globe. That will be difficult if someone else plans to do the same. While we're not completely close to the idea of sharing, it's much easier if we have complete domain over this world.
Lady, I'm getting married on that planet, or at least starting the marriage process. I'm not letting you take over the world. You don't stand a fucking chance. Are you out of your mind?
I'm serious. We have a rightful claim to this land, and I intend to fight for it. But as you're currently our only hope, perhaps you'll honor my request and give it your all, for the sake of some very weary travelers who have come a very long way to be here. Thank you.
Oh my god, she doesn't even give me a chance to, like, fucking tell her down. Holy shit, this is nuts!
If you want help, I'm here.
I mean...
You be careful, okay?
Yeah...
I wonder what it's like out there, beyond our little community.
Never seen a ship like yours before. Well, then again, I haven't seen any ships before you arrived. Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean it won't work to take down troublemakers.
Ma'am, trust me. Maybe you get one ship, and then everybody else comes and blows you up and laughs about it. Like you do. Truly, don't even try.
Wow, I've heard about you, but oh, here you are.
We were never trained to address threats coming from outside our ship.
Careful waving that fancy gun around. We don't need to see what it can do.
This thing? Don't worry, it's normal. It shoots bullets. You gotta be more worried about, let's see, like this thing. This is what you should be worried about. Good Christ.
No matter the outcome, I won't let my crew down.
I can't even...
Until next time.
There's no even option. Fine.
Brackenridge. That sounds so familiar. Something from history slates that I've read. Oh, I feel I should know who this person is, but somehow it's escaped my memory.
Yeah, it's tingling the neurons in my mind as well. There is a good chance she's right in that, like, they might have had, like, a technological foundation in the past that humanity has listed in its history. But that doesn't mean fucking shit for, like, laying claim to the place. You made it here 200 years too late for it, so you snooze, you lose, is really how this is going to go. Oh my god.
Now that we know what's out there, things are gonna be more interesting from here on out.
You have no idea.
Hey there. Boy, am I glad you weren't some sort of alien or something.
Hey, the rule... technically, it's been like 200 years since your group last interacted with our groups. I could be an alien.
Of course. This must be how the colony ship kept itself fed over all these years in space.
Yeah.
And besides, you just told me where the hiding spot was.
Hi.
Shoot.
I've lived my entire life in the constant. I'm not sure how else to live.
Hey, you can die on the constant, like...
Sure is nice to know there are other people out there.
I'm sure y'all will land somewhere and be using this place anyways.
We got strict rules around here, but they're strict for a reason.
But maybe during our next food choice time, if you could convince the other children.
The fuck is going on?
Really? Yeah. Hey, everyone! Miss Julia said we could watch it again.
And then maybe we can watch one of the sequels some other time.
They made more of them? Oh, I'm so excited I can plot. That's what Mr. Abe says sometimes. He's funny.
Yep.
There's a whole, like, fucking school conversation going on, but I've got no idea, like, where it is. Mausoleum. Oh, shit.
Not to think, all this time, we thought we were alone.
Oh. Damn. We pay our respects to those that came before us on this journey to preserve the human race. And then to, like, save on, like, data space, they typed them in as initials. What a morbid
These are
haul.
exciting times, aren't they?
Morbid haul of missed history, huh?
I don't have much to spare, but if you are ever injured, I will try my best to help. Wait, how is it I don't know you? I know everyone on this ship.
You don't remember me? I'm your good friend Jade. I'm a visitor from outside the ship.
Oh my. Yes, of course. Sorry, I was with a difficult patient when the announcement came through. But now I remember. They sent my husband, Mabuti, to greet you.
Ah, yeah.
It's quite fortunate that you arrived when you did, for Mabuti's sake. Hopefully you can help resolve our current predicament.
What's going on with Mabuti?
There isn't. At least not in the medical sense. Since he was one of the eldest on board, he was ready to volunteer for termination.
Oh!
Thankfully, since you've arrived, that no longer seems necessary.
What?
Volunteer for termination? Meaning what, exactly?
It means that he was going to volunteer his own life for the sake of the others on this ship. due to limited spaces and supplies.
Whoa.
Like the others, his life would then be honored with special distinction and recorded for history. Rarely we had to make difficult choices when no one would volunteer. But Mabuti, he's too generous to let that happen.
Yeesh. Well, hopefully the situation no longer calls for that.
I certainly hope so, too. It shouldn't.
I should certainly hope that it doesn't.
Oh my good God.
It was nice talking to you again.
Yeah. I mean, I get why they had to do it. They had limited space, limited resource.
More to learn about now.
But fuck, that's
Now
grim.
that we know what's out there, things are going to be more interesting.
I don't even know what floor I'm on now. Residential? I'm assuming that's the middle floor.
I wonder what else is out there.
You have no idea.
Hi.
Yeah.
Think, all this time we thought we were alone.
Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean it won't work to take down troublemakers.
Hey y'all!
I've lived my entire life in the Constant. I'm not sure how else to live.
Wow. Old Earth celery on Old Earth tomato. Oh wow. So awesome Old Earth cinnamon rolls.
We've had to do our fair share of recycling on the Constant. Not exactly a lot of places to get new goods.
Where did you guys get the meat? Maybe it's not meat.
There's so much more to learn about now.
You guys have cows? Okay, I guess this is their storeroom. Maybe they had meat in here. I'll close the door for you once Sarah's out.
Almost time to take inventory of our stock again.
I wonder what else is out there.
Hi there. Oh,
Hey! Well, this is awkward. Hi, I'm Jade, and I'm probably the first person from the outside you've met.
Nice to meet you. And that's true. As you can imagine, everyone kind of just knows each other around here. Meeting new people isn't really a thing for us.
That's perfectly understandable.
Right? We've been cooped up together in this ship all our lives. So outside of births, there's literally no way for new people to arrive, you know? Anyway, sorry for freezing up before. I just didn't expect our visitor from the outside to stop by and chat with me. I figured, if anything, you'd be with the captain.
She doesn't want to talk to me.
I'm Daisuke, the ship's provisions manager. I'm not sure what I can offer you, but if I can help, I will. And if not, I'm happy just to talk.
Well, where do you get the supplies if you've never had any contact with anyone?
We manage. I know back on Earth, there used to be stores all over the place. Some that even specialize in specific types of goods, if you can imagine. But here, this is it. We have very limited supplies. Most of our stuff is recycled. Even the food. In a roundabout way. If you know what I mean.
I'm not sure.
Because it has to. You'll sense a running theme with that around here.
I can't go further down that line of okay, alright. When you say the food's recycled too, in a roundabout way, which direction are you talking about? Because there could be the fertilizer way, in like, you know, you use waste to fertilize the food, that's whatever. And then there's the eat people kind of way.
Not really. Things don't work that way here. It's not a shop like you hear about in the books and movies, or where you're probably from. Almost everything is communal or shared in some way, but sometimes people want a little something extra or special for themselves. So when that happens, they come to me. Mostly, I just keep track of the ship's inventory and help ration the supplies so we don't run out.
Okay. Well, remember this, you had your chance to be one of the first to get modern 2300, you know, the 2300s money.
Yeah.
These are exciting times, aren't they?
Truly.
I wonder what it's like out there, beyond our little community.
Engineering. Reactor computer. Uh-huh.
I can't tell you how many times I've had to make do with inelegant solutions to complex technical problems. I was hoping to talk to our visitor from outer space, and here you are! Welcome, welcome!
Hey there!
I have a million burning questions, but I won't overwhelm you. There will be plenty of time for that later. Please, indulge me just a couple. How did you do it? Did humanity finally discover faster than light travel and eclipse our poor old ship?
That is exactly what happened, yeah. We have tech called a grav drive that allows a ship to bend space.
I knew it. It's incredible! I read about this technology in our archives from Earth, but it was only theoretical back then. Amazing! I'll have to learn more. Oh, I've got so many questions, but I'm being rude. I haven't even given you my name. Chief Engineer Kazemi, but you can call me Amin.
Hello, Amin.
I might add, I'm one of the reasons we're still floating out here today.
I figured. This second option. Whatever, I'm Jade. Look, I need to go. I get it, you want to know about what's changed since your ship departed.
Indeed. Thank you for being so kind and indulging me. You must understand how thrilling this news is for someone like me. Someone who suspected this encounter was, in fact, possible.
Well... if your predecessors knew about grav drives, why didn't they wait it out instead of setting out?
Ah, great question. I do not know for sure, but I can venture a guess. All of the reading I've done on the matter suggests that at the time, there was uncertainty that the technology would ever work, or if it did, that it would work at the scale we needed. So, I trust they made the decision to strike out when they did, fully believing it was the only way.
What do you do as chief engineer?
Some may say I'm a master of keeping things together with nothing but duct tape and bubblegum. Well, if we had any gum left. Pretty sure that ran out 100 years ago. When I'm not dealing with catastrophic engine failures, I manage the other engineers. We maintain all the machinery, computers, you name it. We keep the life support on, and the ship flying.
Okay. You got any good stories for us?
Many years ago, when I was a junior engineer, the reactor's computer burned out. The computer that controls the reactor's various regulators. I'll spare you the details, but when that happens, the ship and everyone on it is in danger of turning into a mess of hot slag.
I see.
I had to jury-rig parts from old media devices to prevent a meltdown. And that's how I became the boss around here.
Well, that was very smart of you. Don't worry, I'm gonna do my best not to set your reactor off. Yeah, you said you had more questions for me?
Yes, so many. Does everyone have their own spaceships like you? Do people only live on naturally habitable planets, or did they learn to terraform?
Both.
Like alien species?
Not yet.
More, but I don't want to take up all your time.
Whew, okay. Oh, do we not have terraforming at all? Wow, okay. No terraforming, but there are colonies on inhospitable planets. We just use hab units and suits.
I'm not surprised. The amount of energy it would take to terraform an entire planet seems improbable. I can assume these types of colonies are strictly for mining and gathering rare resources, since there are nearly limitless habitable planets to choose from out there.
Yeah, no sentient life as far as we can tell, but plenty of diverse living creatures.
Disappointing, but not unexpected. When you showed up, I tried to tell the others about the Fermi paradox. I suggested that the most likely explanation for you was that humanity had developed faster, more advanced technology and had leapfrogged us. Seems I was right.
Yeah, no, you were right on the money there. Like, we can't tell you what's going on with this whole other thing that me and my people are working on, but looking like there is something else going on. sentient life-wise. But yeah, not everyone has ships, but many people do.
I knew it! Incredible! Amazing! Simply amazing! In our ancestors' time, only the very wealthy could afford to build ships. Even this ship was only possible by our families pulling together nearly all of their financial resources.
Well, that's all the answers I've got for you.
Ah, thank you for taking the time to talk with me. I can have a bit of a big personality, I'm told. So let me know if I ever get on your nerves.
No, you're okay, buddy. But I think I gotta go.
So long!
Bye-bye. Hey, what's going on your thing here? Fuck.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey there. Someone owes me another half ration.
Pretty sure I know how to fix it. Shouldn't take long.
Alright, well, let's see if there's anything else we're missing. There's the school we walked by. Over here. Oh, and there's a security brig area.
Stay out of trouble.
They've got old Earth shotguns, an old Earth sniper rifle, old Earth pistol, that makes sense. Holy good goddamn. They've got a very leveled up shotgun. Oh! This was worth it. Oh wait, maybe not. Ha!
The Constant is a peaceful ship.
But maybe during our next group choice.
We've got strict rules around here, but they're strict for a reason.
Really? Yeah.
Sure is nice to know there are other people out there.
God damn it!
Never seen a ship like yours.
I'm trying to hear the fucking conversation about the movies, but I don't know where. Oh, the classroom is.
Captain Brackenridge says the future is bright. But I think the Constant was pretty bright too, so I don't really know what she means.
Uh-oh.
My mom and dad were scared when you came on board, but I don't know why. You seem okay.
I was just thinking of all the knowledge we can share between us.
They know. They know about me stealing the gun. Hi.
Hello there. Given that I don't know you, you must be this visitor I've been hearing so much about. I'm Julia, the Constant's chief historian. It's nice to meet you on this momentous occasion.
Can you tell me more about what it means to be chief historian?
If you ask around, people will either tell you my job is absolutely critical to the mission, or I just hang out, read, and watch movies. There's more to it than that. Officially, I'm assigned to the role of chief historian. Generations ago, it used to be lawkeeper of humanity, but that seemed a bit too lofty. While I don't think my job is as important as captain, engineering officer, or cultivation manager, it's still vital to our mission.
I bet. I mean, what else do you do as chief historian? Oh. What can you tell me about the Constant?
As chief historian, I can tell you a lot, probably. What do you want to know?
Who were the original crew of the Constant? What the fuck? What the fuck's going on?
As chief historian...
Who were the original crew of the Constant? What the fuck?
As chief historian...
How long have you been traveling? Bruh.
Goodbye.
Stop what you're doing. You're under arrest.
Hey. Look, how about I just pay my fine and you can let me go?
That's not an option here. How about you just come with me, nice and easy?
Fine. I'll do the time.
We don't need any more trouble today.
Fuckers. I can't believe I'm being locked in a fucking 200-year-old brig for a little rinky-dink pistol.
Learned something from that experience.
Hey! Yeah!
Careful waving that fancy gun around. You don't need to see what it can do.
Serve 7 days in jail? 2,075 XP penalty? Oh, hell no! Nope. I just won't steal the fucking pistol. I'm good.
We were never trained with those threats coming from outside our ship.
Wow, I've heard about you.
At least now, hopefully the dialogue up here won't be broken.
I heard you came from outside the ship. I bet it was pretty cold out there. Yeah.
I mean, it can be.
Miss Julian Yang said we're experiencing history right now. And then there'll be books written about it. I'm gonna be in a book. They made more of them? Oh, I'm so excited I get plots. That's what Mr. Abe says sometimes. He's funny.
Yup, he sure is. Anyway, I think you still have some more school work to do.
I am also in class.
Oh. Alright. I'm glad you're not an alien, but that would have been so cool.
So many people out there.
There's always a chance I still am.
I wonder how many other
Hello there. Given that I'm Julia.
I bet there's a million.
All right, let's go back to our options here.
Generations ago. While I don't think...
Okay. Can you tell me about the dude as a chief historian?
I run the educational programs aboard the ship for all the children and any adults who are looking to learn about Earth history. We try to have group sessions some evenings where we read old Earth literature, watch old films, listen to music, and the like. So yes, I hang out with children and watch movies, but it's more involved than that. We historians are charged with keeping Earth culture alive, so that we never forget where we came from.
Okay, do you enjoy what you do?
I do. But sometimes it's frustrating to convince some people that my job is important, since it's not directly related to our continued survival. There was a time where I thought my sister was the lucky one, running the hydroponics farm and being responsible for feeding everyone on board. But I grew to like my work, and working with children is nice, especially since I'll never have any of my own.
Okay, that sounds... weighted? What do you mean by that?
It's okay. I don't mind you asking. I'm actually proud of my choice. It's a great honor to give up one's ability to have a family so that others may. As you can imagine, a population limit is a necessity on board a colony ship. I made my choice long ago to give others the chance to have a larger family should they wish. Though, I suppose I don't need to worry about that now. Maybe it's time to consider it.
Yeah, you are, you're in the future now, I guess. What do you mean you were assigned?
Of course. Everyone was assigned their roles here. We don't choose our roles, since there are only so many of us, and every job is critical. Someone has to prove themselves either exceptionally bad at their job, or exceptionally good at another, in order to be moved. But that rarely happens.
Well, yeah, sounds like important work.
Thanks for saying so.
What can you tell me about the Constant?
As chief historian, I can tell you a lot, probably. What do you want to know?
All right, the one I was trying to find out the first time. Who were the original crew of the Constant?
We're the descendants of wealthy elites, intellectuals, artists, scientists, and others who left Earth in 2040 to spread humanity to the stars.
Oh, yeah.
The thinking was that Earth's days were numbered for a variety of reasons. Our finder, Rupert Brackenridge, had the foresight to plan for the worst. Thus, he constructed this colony ship to settle what seemed like the most habitable planet we could find, knowing full well it would take generations to reach. We suspected that we may have been the only ones to leave Earth, given that no one else seemed to have the same idea. I'm glad we appeared to be wrong.
Yeah, you also left like really fucking preemptively. It's actually, it's so crazy. Because like timeline wise, I don't know. I'm pretty sure Earth like died sometime after like 2185. So these people, their ship left the solar system, well maybe not the solar system, but like they left Earth in 2040, well over 140 years before even really ever needing to, or before any like major colony technologies were being developed. Like good lord, talk about jumping the gun.
I can wait.
How long have you been traveling?
Well, we launched Tuesday, September 27th, 2140.
So 2140.
90 years now.
Whoops.
Would have been longer, but it turns out we have an ace navigator who saved us some time with some tricky maneuvers.
Gotcha. Wait, so okay, hold up.
We're the descendants of wealthy elites, intellectuals, artists, scientists, and others who left Earth in 2040 to spread humanity to the stars. The thinking, thus we suspect...
We got two different pieces of information here. We've got a writing mishap. A writing mishap, I swear to God.
Well, we launched Tuesday, September 27th, 2140. So, about 190 years now. Would have been longer.
Those are two different... Someone messed up! They gave her the wrong lines! But alright. That one, we'll say that's the canon. That's 2140, that makes way more sense because it's 2330, so when they say it's been 200 years, that would put it in the 2100s. And it would also, you know, make more sense as to like, cause yeah, Earth did like end up dying within like a turn of century or so that they had ended up leaving in. So why is the ship called the ECS Constant?
ECS stands for Earth Colony Ship. We wanted a fairly inclusive name to represent the planet, and not a particular nation of origin. There was an old colony ship that sailed across the oceans of Earth from a country called England to settle on a new continent. It was called either the Susan or Sarah Constant. No one seems to know for sure, so ours was shortened to just Constant. Ironically enough, that ship also reached what they thought was new land, and found it populated when they arrived. As chief historian, I can tell you a lot, probably. What do you want to know?
I think I know enough now, thank you.
You know where to find me if you ever want to know more.
Goodbye.
I hope you'll come back.
I have a
There's
question.
so much to learn. Sure. What is it?
If there were animals on Earth, why aren't there any animals here?
Oh. Well, there wasn't enough room on board when our ancestors left Earth. We only had room for people.
What about the new planet? Will there be animals there?
Maybe. We don't know yet for sure. But if there are, they probably look a lot different than the animals we studied.
Yeah, they do.
Bet you've been on lots of cool space adventures. Just like in the old movies.
Alright. There was the records room. I guess we could go check that out. I don't know if there's really anything there for us. Woo, this is a steep staircase. I feel like this went all the way to the... Yeah, it went... Alright, I went all the way from the 3rd floor to the 1st floor. That was a super steep staircase.
Yeah, I know. But aren't you worried about running out of food? I'll save it for that.
Just stay out of trouble.
I just don't think it's fair to the rest of us. I work hard too.
not as hard as Amin does.
Sure I do.
Okay. Let me know the next time you save us all from a terrible laundry.
Boy, am I glad you...
Residential level. Records.
These are exciting times, aren't they?
Very. Okay, yeah, I don't think there's anything for me. They just have some really old-ass computers. Although, you know, old being subjective. They look... Why do you guys have this old of computers? I guess maybe someone decided that, going uber retro was the play. You know, more reliable hardware. Oh, that's... Dude, what the fuck? Hello? There's, like, no space at all for you to, like... You get crushed by this door! It, like, fucking literally crushes you to get it to close. Someone overlooked that part of the design. It's just funny. You just have to open it up and then, you know, keep everything open for everybody else. There's no privacy here. Well, I don't even know who to talk to.
Fancy gun around. You don't need to see.
But I assume we have to go find the embassy or something on Paradiso.
The word and we'll get underway.
Gotta go sleep with my fiance real quick. All right.
Now I'm more tired than when we went to bed.
That's unlucky. But the good news is, for you, you don't have to do too much. Take it easy. If you need to, like, slow walk to follow us around, that's okay.
Ship's detached.
Dad, what
You're
does
clear.
superfluous mean?
Their ship is actually really big, Jesus.
It means, more than enough. As in, Koroko has a superfluous amount of books.
No! I won't have more than enough until I have a super duper fluous amount of books.
It's so big. Oh my god. I mean, it is a colony ship. Alright, I think I gotta land. Which works out. That's where I was meaning to go anyways. I just forgot this ship was in orbit here.